Welcome, scholars, to Lesson 7.4, Factoring ax2+bx+c. We are still factoring, except this lesson we are going to have a number in front of the x squared instead of it just being x squared. So last time it was just x squared, and then there was a number for b and c. Now there's going to be a number for a. So it's going to be slightly different, but we're still using the same concept of figuring out what multiplies to c and what adds to a. So let's go ahead and label number 1 as a, b, and c. And we have to determine still what two numbers multiply, but instead of to c, what multiplies to ac. So ac, 2 times 15 is 30. And then still what adds up to b. So what adds up to 11. So we can make our list to the side. What multiplies to 30? Hopefully we can see it's 5 and 6 right away. But if we can't, it's okay. We can just list out 130, 215, 310, and 5 and 6. So it's going to be 5 and 6 because 5 and 6 multiplies to 30 and adds to 11. Now we're going to draw a window pane, just like this. We can just actually, it's kind of a plus sign, or you can just draw the whole window pane like this, kind of like the box method too, except it's different. We're not going to be multiplying and putting anything on the boxes or to the side of the boxes. We're just going to place ax on top. So that would be 2x. We're placing that on the top of both windows, or the top two panes, kind of. And then we're going to place the two numbers that we just found on the bottom. That would be 5 and 6. And so can we simplify 2 over 5? No, so that's done. Can we simplify 2 over 6? Yes, that can be simplified as x over 3 because I'm just dividing it by 2. So simplify means, can I divide my top number and my bottom number by the same whole number, which in this case is 2. And so now I have x over 3, and then what I circled is going to go inside my parentheses. Now this is kind of a shortcut here, so hopefully this makes sense. The textbook would tell you just to guess and check, but this way will get you the right answer every time, and you could eliminate all the guessing and checking. So we're going to put 2x plus 5 and x plus 3. And let's double check to see if this is right. So actually, let's box our answer first. And now let's FOIL to see if this is right. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 3 is 6x. 5 times x is 5x. And 5 times 3 is 15. So if I were to simplify this, simplify, but a different way that we just simplified. So 2x squared plus 11x plus 15. That's my original problem here, so I must be correct. So that is the answer to number 1. Let's look at number 2. So we're going to label A, I'm going to do it underneath here, A, B, and C. And then we're going to, I'm going to refer to these steps here, determine what two numbers multiply to A times C. So I have to first figure out, okay, what's A times C? What is 5 times 12? That gives me 60. So I'm going to figure out what multiplies to 60 and adds up to 19. Okay, and I can make my little list over to the side here. So 1 and 60 does not add up to 19. 2 and 30 does not either. 3 and 20. and then 4 and 15. Again, use your calculator. You can, if you don't know what times 4 gives you 60, put in the calculator 60 divided by 4. Keep going just down in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until you get whole numbers. And if you need help with that, please come seek me out and I will help you. But that would be 4 and 15. So now on my window pane, I'm going to put my ax on top. So that would be 5x. Now I know it's x squared, but for this sake, we're just going to use 5x. Just like above, we just used 2x, not 2x squared. So 5x goes on the top, and then I determined I'm going to be using 4 and 15. So I'm going to put 4 down here and 15 down here. Then I'm going to simplify. Can 5 over 4 be simplified? No, there's no number that goes into both 5 and 4. So I'm done with that one. Now with 5x and 15, can I simplify this? Yes, meaning what number goes into both 5 and 15? That would be 5. So I'm going to divide both by 5. And I get x over 3. And then that's what's going to go inside my parentheses. So let's put it over here. So I have 5x plus 4 and x plus 3. And I want you guys to get used to double checking to see if you're right. So let's go ahead and use FOIL to see if we're right. So 5x times x is 5x squared. 5x times 3 is 15x. 4 times x is 4x. And 4 times 3 is 12. So when I simplify this middle, or combine like terms in the middle here, that gives me 19x. So 5x squared plus 19x plus 12, is that my original problem? Yes, it is. So I must be right. All right, let's go on to number 3. So I have 2x squared plus 17x plus 35. Notice that none of these are going to be negative, I believe. No, they're all going to be positive. So that kind of cuts out, I know that was a little bit of difficulty with the last lesson. So no negatives here, just positives. Hopefully I'll make it a little bit simpler, and hopefully we're going to get the hang of it. So first, let's figure out what is AC, right? Let's put A, B, C. So what's AC? That would be 2 times 35, which is 70, right? AC means A multiplied by C. So 2 multiplied by 35 is 70. And then B is 17. So what multiplies to 70 and adds to 17? And I'm going to just just so we can, for the sake of time, just going to skip ahead to what the numbers are going to be. So it's going to be 7 and 10. So let's draw our window pane and put 2x at the top and 7 and 10 on the bottom. 2 and 7 can't be simplified, but 2 and 10 can. I can divide both 2 and 10 by 2. So that gives me x over 5. So in my parentheses, I'm going to write 2x plus 7 and then x plus 5. And let's go ahead and double check. 2x squared. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. 7 times x is 7x. And 7 times 5 is 35. So 2x squared plus 17x plus 35. And I'm correct. All right, so now I want you to pause the video and go ahead and try number 4. Actually, you can go ahead and try 4, 5, 6, and 7 all on your own, and then come back to see if you're correct. All right, so let's go over 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's label A, B, C. A times C is 12. So we're multiplying to 12 and we're adding to 8. So what multiplies to 12 and adds to 8? That would be 6 and 2. So my window pane has 3x at the top and 6 and 2 on the bottom. I'm going to put 2 here and 6 here because I'm going to simplify to the side here. So this one cannot be simplified. This one can be. I'm going to divide by 3. That gives me x over 2. So my answer here is 3x plus 2 and x plus 2. Now I would go ahead and FOIL that, but for the sake of time, I'm going to just go over just the answer. Remember, you can still FOIL and make sure you're correct, though. So for number 5, we're going to label A, B, and C. A times C, 2 times 20 is 40. And we're going to add to 13. Those two numbers are going to be 8 and 5. So for my window pane, I should put 2x at the top. And I'm going to put, again, 8 over here so I can simplify. So this one cannot be simplified. This one can be divided by 2 to give me x over 4. So now all I'm doing is putting this into the parentheses, 2x plus 5, x plus 4, and I'm done. You can go ahead and FOIL and double check, but that would be correct. Okay. Number 6, let's label 3 times 8 is 24. So we're going to figure out what multiplies to 24 and adds to 10. And that's going to be 6 and 4. So my window pane is going to have 3x at the top. And then I'm going to put 6 over here, 4 right here. This does not simplify, and this can be divided by 3. Notice the pattern here. All of these, one of them can be simplified, the other one cannot. I can't tell you it's always going to be like that, but so far it has been like that. So we have 3x over 4 and then x over 2. So inside my parentheses are going to be 3x plus 4 and x plus 2. So what you are circling, right, goes inside. I hope that we can get the hang of this, right? That what I'm circling, the top goes in the first spot, the bottom goes in the second spot. Then my second set of parentheses, the top goes in the first spot and the bottom goes in the second spot. All right, and then last one is number 7. So we're going to figure out what multiplies to 40. 5 times 8 is 40. And what adds to 22. And that's going to be 2 and 20. So we got our 5x at the top. We got our 2 and our 20 on the bottom. We're going to divide this by 5. And it's x over 4. Again, with the simplifying, you just have to know what are greatest common factors, what number can go into both. And it really helps to know our times tables. So if we don't, we have to go online and find flashcards and practice them until we really get the hang of it. All right, so my answer is 5x plus 2 times x plus 4. I know that this lesson, like I said, could be a little difficult, but if you have any questions, please come ask me. Now you're going to do the Delta Math assignment, and then we have our mastery check coming up later. So I will see you in the next lesson. Bye.